Assalamu alaikum, welcome and karibuni to Aroma of Zanzibar's kitchen. Today we are going to be making this delicious Egyptian street food called koshary. Now for koshary, you do need some lentils. I've used 1 cup of red lentils that are whole, known as masoor daal. You want to use them whole. So I just wash them first, and then I'm going to soak these in warm water and about half a teaspoon of baking soda, and just gonna cover it and let it sit for about 30 minutes. All right, in the meantime, I'm just going to peel and slice my onions. I'm using red onions. I've used about 2 medium red onions that we're going to fry these. I'm going to use this as garnish, so you want them nice and golden and crispy. So just going to fry the onions, and once the lentils are ready, after 30 minutes, I'm going to start cooking them. And I did not wash them again. I cooked them in the same water that I soaked it in. All right. I also added some cumin powder, about 1 teaspoon, and also coriander powder, and some paprika or red chili powder, whatever you prefer. Also about 1 teaspoon. And we're going to bring that to a boil. So I'm coming back to the onions. So I'm cooking 2 items at the moment, the onions and the lentils. You want to keep stirring the onions because you want them to cook uniformly. So once the lentils have come to a boil, we're just going to reduce the heat and now let them simmer. I did forget to add some salt for about 15-20 minutes. So I'm coming back to the onions here. Keep stirring. Now I have overcooked my lentils, so you want to check them while they're at 10 minutes, and they're ready. So we're just going to turn off the heat and get back to the onions. My onions are almost ready at this point. You really want to babysit this because they will get burnt very easily. All right, so I'm just about to get them out, and unfortunately I knocked my camera off, and while sorting out my camera, I did burn my onions. You know, the bottom ones were all burnt. They were okay. I didn't like them much because the onions is what really brings the whole flavor. The onions and the tomato salsa is what brings the flavor to this dish. So it didn't turn out the way I wanted, but I didn't have the patience to fry another set of onions. Anyway, so once that's done, I'm going to drain the lentils. Now you also want to go ahead, while you're cooking the lentils, go ahead and cook the chickpeas. I forgot to mention, I use the canned one. You want to cook the chickpeas, boil them with tomato and garlic. Okay, so I'm going to start cooking the rice. I have used the same oil that I used for the onions, about 3 tablespoons, and I'm using the vermicelli, the thin vermicelli, about 1 cup. We're going to saute these till you get them a little light brown, not so dark. All right, so I'm just going to keep stirring them because you want them to have a uniform color. Okay, they all need to be in the same color. All right. So on this side, I'm cooking the macaroni. My water is ready. So I've used elbow macaroni, about 1 cup as well. So once the vermicelli are ready, we're just going to add the rice. I'm using Egyptian short grain rice. If you don't have Egyptian short grain rice, you can use any type of short grain rice. And we're going to saute this until your rice is nice and shiny. Then you can add the liquid. Okay, so once that's done, I'm adding about 1.5 cups of liquid, and so you want to boil this for about 7 to 10 minutes, and then after that we're gonna reduce the heat and let it simmer. All right, okay. Sorry, you want to simmer it for 10 minutes, not boil it. All right, so now our macaroni boiling too. You want to cook this according to the instructions that you have on the packet. And the rice now, we're just going to cover it and let it cook slowly for 10 minutes. Now for the salsa, I'm using my ready-made tomato sauce. Okay, if you have not seen the video, I will put the link in the description box below. Now if you do not have this, I don't assume that everybody has made this sauce. You can make your own salsa by boiling tomatoes and garlic and onion for about 20 minutes, and then you're gonna blend them, and your salsa will be ready. Then I added some green chilies and some lemon, some salt, and red chili powder. Okay, so you also want the salsa to be really, really flavorful, and a little bit of cumin powder. Okay, because the salsa is what's really going to bring this dish, the total flavor. Like I say, the salsa and the onions. Okay, so once that's ready, a little bit of chili powder, and that's it. So this is a street food, so it has a lot of elements. Those vendors, they have those tables with all the stuff, so it's easy for them. When you cook it at home, it seems a little bit too much, but it's worth the efforts. All right, so now the rice is ready. It's nice and fluffy, and I did add some salt in the rice. Maybe I didn't show it, but yes, we did add some salt while cooking the rice. All right, so now I've got the juice of the lentils here, and this is a type of sauce that is also used. We're going to add a little bit of vinegar and squeeze in lemon or lime as well, because the sauce has some flavors. You remember we did use some cumin and coriander, so that's why we're going to use this sauce as well while serving the meal. All right, and maybe a little bit of salt if you want to. So now we're ready to serve. So we've got our rice here, and now you can serve however you like. You can put the macaroni on top of the rice and then the lentils. But I like to do the lentils on top of the rice, and before that you're going to garnish with the onions. Then we're going to put the lentils, and I did not use all the rice to serve, nor did I use all the lentils to serve. Okay, I just served according to the plate that I had. Okay, some onions again, and then we're going to put the macaroni. And this is a beautiful vegetarian dish, by the way. For those of you who are vegetarians, you can make this as well. All right, and then some onions again. And then now I'm going to add the salsa. You can put as much as you want, and then the onions again. And that's it. And actually I was ready to take a picture, and I remembered that I didn't put the chickpeas. So just gonna add the chickpeas. You can use as much as you want, and our dish is ready. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your support, and please do not forget to visit the description box below so you can grab all the ingredients. And I would like to wish you a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye.